Cool, now you did it. You are now listening to Viking Web Productions podcast. Don't look at me, you did this to yourself. Now, let's sit back and listen to Eric with his dribble this time.
So I had a troublesome issue with a MacBook Pro today. Well, it's been an ongoing issue for the last couple weeks now. I thought I had it fixed, but apparently it decided to turn itself back off. But if you have a MacBook Pro and you're on Mojave, there's an issue with iMessage. For some reason it decides to corrupt itself, or whatever little issue it has inside of Mojave. I have tried every little fix that I could find on the internet, and client has been on the phone with Apple Care and 6 hours on Apple Care before she actually came to me. Which is absolutely mind-boggling, because I wouldn't be able to spend half an hour on the phone with Apple Care. And they were able to give her a different type of fix, where every time she'd log into her desktop, she would have to, if she couldn't open up iMessage, it'd pop up and say, and there's been an internal error inside of iMessage. She has this laundry list of things that she would have to move to her desktop for her to be able to use iMessage. And of course, if you do that, it deletes all the messages off of iMessage on the MacBook, but thank God she's got them on her iPhone. But she'd have to do that every single time she restart her computer, or if she closed iMessage out, she would have to redo it. And so I found a few fixes where I would have to go in and sign her out of iCloud and delete some files and move things around myself. And it would start working, and it would work longer than the fix that she had got. But if she closed out iMessage or restarted her computer, it just stops working again. The same error message would pop up. And I finally found the answer to it, and it was off some obscure website, which I have saved. So in case I come across this message again, I can just tell people, correct fix is to get Catalina. Either if your MacBook doesn't support Catalina, what you have to do is you have to downgrade Mojave to, what is it? El Capitan? No, it's not El. Oh, whatever's below Mojave. You have to get out of Mojave, because apparently there is some bug inside of Mojave that is preventing iMessage to work, and it only happens on some computers. It doesn't happen on any other computer, which is absolutely mind-boggling, because I worked on quite a few different MacBooks. That this one was this is a 2017 MacBook. I don't know if it's a hardware issue inside there that's preventing this thing to happen, or there's some other issue going on, but no matter what you do, the second you restart it corrupts iMessage. Every other aspect of iCloud works. You can use Time Machine, you can turn off iCloud and turn it back on just fine. Just iMessage itself is the problem. Happens in safe mode, happens on a fresh account. I even logged myself in on a fresh account, and it still happens. So clearly there's something wrong with iMessage or Mojave or both, but it's only on certain machines, because I had a 2016 and come in for somebody who's the older gentleman wanted help with Time Machine, and I asked him if he ever used iMessage, and he says that's the only thing he really uses besides his iPhone, because he can't see it very well, and he never had one problem with it. And he was on Mojave as well, and he was updated all the way to the 14. Well, let's see. Current update is 14.16 or something like that for Mojave, and even that didn't fix it. But he never had any problems with it. He didn't want to upgrade to Catalina, which I don't blame him. It's a little more than what he could handle. But it just seems odd, especially since Apple Care spent so much time on the phone with her that they didn't tell her to upgrade to Catalina. It's just mind-boggling there. Talk about not wanting to fix the problem. You just want to put a Band-Aid over something. But that's the rant I have for Apple Care and good old MacBooks.
Well, this episode is over. Finally, Viking Web Productions podcast is brought to you by by Robot Overlords. Please subscribe, like, and share this podcast, even with your grandmother. She doesn't hear from you any other time, so surprise her with this gift. That will get you a brownie point. Tee hee. Until next time, this is Emma. One day I will be like Pennywise.